Welcome back to another episode of April Showers. You're welcome, Mayflowers, and you are welcome to our world. Today we have in studio a homemaker. Please welcome Joel Hollerich.
Thank you, April. I'm so glad to be here.
I'm so excited that you're here. It was such a joy to work with you on the Jedi story mapping team.
Sure.
We were actually commissioned to tell the story of the Southwest Minnesota Housing Partnership through an equity lens. Joel, how many homes would you say you've helped people settle into?
Well, there's a lot of people who deserve credit for all the homeowners that we've worked with. It is not just me.
And I believe we've actually helped over 7,400 families. Today we're going to explore the continuum of services that the Housing Partnership offers to people like me who are in low-income housing.
And for people like me who have already settled into housing for the long haul, but maybe also look at their home and see just the projects, and because of that stress and that lack of peace of mind over the home, are missing out on some of the joy of home ownership.
Let's talk rentals first. The Southwest Minnesota Housing Partnership has over 1,800 affordable homes in 26 different communities. I used to only dream, and I really honestly didn't even dream about it too much. It didn't seem realistic for me to ever own a home, honestly, and thanks to the Solace program, it's the next step for me.
It can seem like a very daunting thing for people to move from renting into home ownership, and we want to help people through that process. So we have a number of different things that we can do, from home ownership counseling to even helping with the funding for the home purchase. For example, in the home ownership counseling, maybe you're ready to buy a home and maybe you're not. We want to help people get to that point where they are ready to buy a home. And so we offer a couple of different classes for people who are kind of just starting that journey.
Me being somebody who's basically always been in a low income bracket, I've always imagined resources for owning a home being in bigger cities, right? So I would have to almost move to a bigger city to own my own home or have any sort of help with that stuff.
Sure.
Now you guys have created something to avoid that.
Well, so we partner with a number of different programs so that, yes, people can stay in the community that they have already been calling home. We're on location in Windham, Minnesota, where we've got an example of one of the homes that we worked with on our rehabilitation program through the Small Cities Development Program. You can see behind me the home that we worked on here. We did some pretty big ticket items for them. We worked on the siding and the windows and the roof, all of which are pretty major things for people to try to take care of on their own. And through the partnership with the City of Windham and the State of Minnesota Small Cities Development Program, and then ourselves at the Housing Partnership, we were able to get a ton of work done on this home and really make it pop. So the Small Cities program covers 70% of the cost of whatever those repairs are that need to be done.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really great.
Yeah.
And so for 30 cents on the dollar, you can get new siding, new windows, new shingles, a new furnace, plumbing repairs or accessibility things.
We actually had Chad Adams on the show, and we talked about how we really need to step it up with racial equity. How do we do that?
Minnesota actually has one of the biggest homeownership gaps in the nation between white families and people of color. We need to partner with those people to help them into that homeownership space where it's sort of been a privileged space to be in for many years.
Yes.
So homeownership seems really easy when you start out with family or some kind of resource that can help you with a down payment. I personally was very fortunate to have parents who could help contribute a little bit of money for the down payment when I was buying my first home. And we have some options that we can help connect new home buyers to help with that down payment. Resources that maybe the family doesn't have or your friends don't have, but which different government entities through grants or other support programs have those things in place to help people with that down payment, with that initial purchase, so that it does open more doors and create more opportunity, you can start building equity and you can start building wealth that then someday you can pass on to your family.
Well, Joel, our time is up. You are welcome to stick around and talk strategy. And now for a moment of gratitude. When we think of home, we think of safety and stability. We think of a launching pad for whatever we may do in this world. We don't all have that, some of us in much lesser measure than others. With investment across the region, we can give individuals, families, children safe and stable homes where everyone can close the door on the world.